It began about 4 years ago. I attended an academic conference that forever and completely changed the trajectory of my life and my career and my research. So I'm sitting in the audience, about 500 of us, and I was watching a panel discussion of 4 women, 4 academics at the pinnacle of their career, each of them experts in their chosen fields of anthropology and sociology and poli-sci. And among the 4 of them, they had published hundreds of academic articles, dozens of books. All they had to do was introduce themselves. First woman, she takes the microphone and she goes, "I don't know what I could possibly add to this discussion." What? You're the expert. You're the world-renowned expert. So if you don't know what you could add, then I don't know what you could add. And the lunch buffet just started. So should I go outside or should I be listening to you? And I thought, okay, academics sometimes aren't the most charismatic speakers. Maybe she's nervous. Second woman takes the microphone and she says, "Oh my gosh, I thought they sent the email to the wrong person. I'm just so humbled to be here." What? What's going on? Third woman, Groundhog Day. Fourth woman, same thing. Over the course of that 1 week, I listened to 25 of these panel-type discussions, and not once did I hear a man take that microphone and discount his accomplishments, minimize his experience. And yet every single time a woman took a microphone, an apologetic tone were sure to follow. Every single time a woman took the microphone at that conference, she minimized her experience, and I found it enraging. But I also found it heartbreaking. Why do women apologize more often than men? Research shows that when both men and women deem an infraction to be apology worthy, they'll both apologize. So it's not that men are avoiding apologies. Oh, it's just that men have a really high threshold for what they deem to be apology-worthy behavior. And women, oh my goodness, women, we have a really low threshold. We're down here, always on the lookout for how we can squeeze in an apology. You know it's true. When someone bumps into you in the hallway, what do you say? Sorry? Well, now why are you apologizing? Could we say another word? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let me tell you something. Apologies matter. Apologies matter. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Sure, if used in the right way and intermittently, they can ease old wounds, they can heal trauma, they can calm people down. But if you are beginning and ending your sentences with sorry, I'm sorry, 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 people aren't looking at you going, damn, how can I get some of that confidence? No, they're not thinking, hey, how can I promote that woman? No. If you're beginning and ending your sentences with sorry, I'm sorry about that. Sorry, that thing earlier, sorry, is this a good time? Sorry, can I come in? Sorry, can I speak? Don't be surprised if there's nothing left of your confidence at the end of the day because you've given it away with every needless, useless apology. And so, I collect apologies. And I sent out an email to all my teaching assistants and my research assistants and my colleagues, and I said, send me what you've apologized for in the past month. This is what they sent in. How many of us have attended that meeting where somebody wants to give an opinion, want to ask a question, and instead of just giving your ideas, you preface it with, sorry, this is going to sound silly. Sorry, is this a good time? Sorry, can I just okay. What is going on here? Just state your opinion. Why are you prefacing it with, sorry, this is going to be silly? Because guess what? No one's going to listen to you after that. You just said it was going to be silly. So I've tuned you out. How about the dreaded speech? How many weddings have you attended where somebody takes the microphone to give a toast, and what did they say? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not really good at public speaking. Sorry, I'm really nervous. All right, go home and practice then. Why are you leading with the negative? Yeah, how about, sorry, my PowerPoints are out of order, I'm so sorry. All right, Barbara, no one knew they were out of order. You just brought it to our attention, right? What's going on here, ladies? This is my research assistant. She said sorry to the pizza delivery guy for being late to her house. And she said, oh my gosh, we live in a new subdevelopment. I'm so sorry. Did you have trouble finding this place? No, Susie, that's what GPS is for. Stop apologizing. How about getting the wrong order at Starbucks? Ooh, and you say, I'm so sorry. Sorry, I know you're a trainee. Sorry, it's just, I know there's a lineup. It's just that I paid $9 for it. And it's got dairy in it, and I'm lactose intolerant. It's okay, fine. I'm gonna live with the stomach cramps. It's okay. Right? That's what we do. So how can we switch out all this apologetic lingo for something that's more confidence-inducing? The next time somebody bumps into you, you could say, go ahead, your turn. After you. You don't have to insert an apology. The next time you bump into somebody or you're trying to squeeze through, pardon me, excuse me, you don't have to begin and end every statement with sorry. Apologies have become our habitual way of communicating, and it's killing our confidence. Instead of saying sorry to interrupt you, how about, I have an idea. I'd like to add, why don't we try this? That's all you have to say. Instead of saying, sorry for complaining, sorry for venting, you could just say, thanks for listening. Thanks for being there. Thanks for being my friend. How many of you have ever arrived late for a meeting? What did you say? Sorry. Well, I got a story for you. We were at a restaurant, 4 of us, a work meeting. And we're waiting for number 5 to arrive. And he was late. Oh, it was glorious because I put my sociological cap on and I thought, what will he say? How many apologies will he give? Oh, yes, the anticipation, I could barely stand it. He arrives to the restaurant and you know what he says? He says, hey, thanks for waiting. What? And now I'm dead because I love that line and I'd never used it before. Thanks for waiting. And do you know what the rest of us said? Yeah, you're welcome. Okay. And we all just opened our menus and ordered and life went on and everything was fine. And I couldn't believe it because can you imagine if a woman had arrived late for a work meeting with her superiors? Oh my goodness, she wouldn't have been able to get in the door with the apologies. They would have been flowing out. Oh, I'm so sorry, I couldn't find parking. And then my GPS didn't work. And then I didn't have gas. And then I had to take the kids to daycare. And then I forgot their lunch. And oh my gosh, and oh my gosh. Yeah, how can I get some of that on my team? Right? Or somebody else just says, hey, thanks for waiting. Hey, thanks for waiting. Love it. Emails. How often have you apologized needlessly in an email? Somebody calls you out on a mistake. You could say, thanks for catching that for me. Hey, thanks for flagging that mistake. Look at you catching my mistakes. Good for you. Good for you. Every single one of us in here has responded to a text that you got and you didn't respond right away. What did you say? Sorry. First word, sorry, don't apologize. You were working. I was working. I was reading. I was driving. I was trying to put on Spanx. Whatever it is, it's all good. You don't have to apologize. Do you know there is a Google Chrome plugin for your computer called Just Not Sorry? And it will alert you to all the needless apologies in your emails. Yeah, so the next time you want to hit send, it's going to say, hey girl, you sure you want to hit send? You have 7 apologies in 3 lines. And then you're going to say thank you. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. So getting off the apology train is also about learning to say thank you. When you get complimented on anything, from your hair to a job well done at work, you say two things: thank you. That's it. But my gosh, we are Olympians. We are gold medalists at the sport of dismissing any praise that we get. Oh my gosh, don't look at me, don't compliment me, right? You get commended for doing something well and you say, oh, it's just luck. Anybody could have done this. Well, if I could do it, anybody could do it, right? No, just say thank you, that's all. When you compliment a woman on her outfit, what's your name? Alexandra. Alexandra, I like your black blazer. Now, stereotypically, what does Alexandra say? This whole thing! Oh my gosh! I got it on clearance for like $20. We've all done that. Why are you telling people how much you spent on your clothes? Oh, I just found it at the bottom of my closet. Okay, well, actually, Alexandra, now that I'm looking at it, it does look cheap. Because you led with the negative. And now, upon closer inspection, it does look wrinkled. Why? Just say thank you. That's all you gotta do. Just say thank you. Men own their accomplishments. Women downplay. When women get commended for a job well done at work, what do they stereotypically say? But also backed by research. What do they say? Oh, I couldn't have done it. I couldn't have done it without my team. Oh my gosh, I couldn't. Well, here's my executive assistant and then my 4-member team and the Starbucks barista. My husband, he's so supportive, and my daughter and my neighbor and my bestie. All right, but guess what? I only have funds to hire one person. So who am I hiring among your 18-member entourage that you literally just said? You literally just said you needed all 18 of them. But that's what we do. We deflect. We minimize. Anything other than thank you, when praised, makes you sound doubtful of your accomplishments, but also of your self-worth. That matters. I want you to own your accomplishments. I want you to stand in that light and know that you deserve it. You are worth it. You don't have to justify your successes. You don't have to explain them away. They are worth it. The reason we struggle with owning our accomplishments, the reason we struggle in the limelight, is because of a concept called feminine modesty. It's the tendency for women to downplay their achievements, to minimize their accomplishments, because we have been socialized into thinking that it's not ladylike, it's not feminine to be boastful, but also because we have been conditioned from a very young age to always be thinking about how other people might feel. How would other people feel if you were to own that accomplishments? And it's intimately linked to a word called humble. Oh, I loathe the word humble. Do you know the definition of humble? Having or showing a low estimate of one's own worth. Let me repeat that. Having or showing a low estimate of one's own worth. Why would I want that for myself? Why would I want that for you? Why would I want that for my daughter? Why would I want that for any of my undergraduates? No. We got to own our accomplishments. But there's a way out. There is. And I have 3 tips. 1, I want you to stop apologizing. Now that I've brought your attention to all the needless, useless apologies, you're going to be hearing them everywhere. And then I want you to consciously stop apologizing, even if it's mid-word. Take it back. Even if you're like, you know what, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not, David. I am not sorry. I'm going to take that apology back. That's what I want you to start doing. The second is say thank you. When praised or complimented on anything, thank you, and then zip it. Move on. Just resist. Oh my gosh, resist the urge to insert a self-deprecating joke. Resist the urge to deflect and just own it. And then the third tip is I want you to help other women out. I have been interrupting these apologies for 3 years now, and I'll do it everywhere. I'll do it in the parking lot. I'll do it to total strangers, at the grocery store, in line somewhere. And 100% of the time, when I interrupt another woman, and I say, why did you just apologize for that? First, she says sorry for saying sorry. But what she then says is, I don't even know. I don't even know. Because it has become our habitual way of communicating. And we need to stop killing our confidence. And so, I want to end with this thought. Instead of doubting yourself, instead of justifying and explaining away your successes, instead of apologizing, I want you to thank yourself. Because I was in the middle of writing my acknowledgments for my books. And so, I want to read to you what I wrote. I'd like to start off by thanking myself. Damn, girl, you did it. I had a vision, I had a plan, and then I worked that plan every damn day. And you'll see, I thank the team. The team's all in there. Oh yeah, the research assistants and my husband and my daughter and the Starbucks barista and the woman who does my nails, they're all in there. Sure, but it's after I thanked myself, because I thanked the number one person responsible for my success, and that's me. And that's all right. And that's what I want for you. I want you to start thanking yourself. Thank you, everybody.